You know how I see this shutdown. So let's get another opinion from the big man, Bill O'Reilly. Good to have you. Continued success for the new book, Confronting Evil. What's going on with this shutdown, Bill?
Okay, so here's what happened. You'll remember that the last time around, Senator Schumer gave in to President Trump. At least that's how it was portrayed. And Schumer got hammered from all sides and couldn't leave the House for 3 weeks. So that was not going to happen again, Cuomo.
Not with AOC right there.
Not going to happen. So the guy who really knew what was going to happen in advance, and you should get him on tomorrow, is Fetterman, the senator from
Pennsylvania. I'm trying to get him.
He knew.
I'm trying to get him.
Okay. So he signaled to all of us who pay attention, and that'd probably be about 6 or 7 individuals in the media, that this was not going to go well. And here's why it didn't. So under President Biden, about 15 million foreign nationals crossed into America, many of them, perhaps most, on asylum claims. But they didn't go through the ports of entry, and they didn't do what they were supposed to do to claim asylum. In the Democratic vision for funding health care, all of those people would get subsidies, and some of them free health care, from the American public. Schumer knew that Trump and the Republicans were never going to sign off on that, ever in a million years, yet he brought it in anyway. So you tell me, who's playing the cards in an upright position?
Look, I think there's plenty of dirty to go around, but
no.
It's not.
Stay on Schumer.
All right, I can stay
Democrats.
on Schumer, but it's not the same as saying, do I think that the asylum rules should change? Yes. Do I think that they're overly expansive?
No, I don't care about that.
It does. It matters because these people do claim asylum, but that doesn't give the right to call the right to call them illegals. These are lawfully present people.
I don't care about any of that.
It matters. Being lawfully present is different than unlawfully present.
Cuomo, you're being Peck-Sniffian tonight, okay? What we are talking about is the government shutdown that the Democrats knew was going to happen because they knew what they were bringing in was not going to be approved by the president and the Republican Party. Ahead of time, they engineered this. Now, they'll solve it. It'll be solved probably by the end of the week. It always is. But my job is to tell the truth.
Right, but that's not the whole truth, and I'll tell you why. Here's a context pushback. So the program that we're talking about here, okay, it does indulge the asylees. You are correct. Now, when they excised it from the BBB, they did not excise all of it. Why? Because MAGA is one thing, but there are many members of the Republican caucus that believe there is a legal and moral duty to provide emergency care for people who are lawfully in your country, even if they're going to get kicked out at some point because their claim fails. So it's not the whole right that doesn't want it. That's why they left some of the program.
That's very noble and probably true. And that is why you go ahead with negotiations.
I agree with that.
What Schumer and the boys wanted was a permanent extension of these health benefits for people here on bogus asylum claims. Now, Thune and Fetterman locked them in a room, and you can give them water every hour or so. Could probably work this out in a couple of hours.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.